guys, and welcome to Tory Bash Takeover. This is Dr. Hacks, and today we are going to finally wrap up Clan League 2014. Wow, what a journey. We started this in the quarterfinals, I believe, and then we moved on from that to the semis, and then now the finals. So as I discussed earlier, there were two matches that were supposed to happen. There was supposed to be the third, fourth place match, or the bronze match, and there was supposed to be the first place match and first or second championship match to determine which clan is the best clan in Tory Bash. That's pretty much what Clan League sets out to do anyways. Typically, it's a pretty good indicator to find out which clans are doing really well right now, which clans are really inactive right now, etc. Because so many people are allowed to apply for Clan League. I mean, we have so many applicants, we have so many contestants. So if you're a clan and you're active and you've been established for a little bit, chances are you were able to compete in Clan League. So with that all being said, in the final round, we should have seen TGS versus Vector to compete for third place. Now, I had said in a video earlier that if had TGS showed up, they were heavily favored to beat Vector. However, TGS decided to forfeit, if you will, their round to Vector. It's my understanding that TGS has too much pride to play for third place, especially since they feel they completely outclassed Vector. I see where they're coming from, but I completely disagree with their decision. Having played Vector, although they are a competent clan, I don't think they deserve the third place prize. They simply have been incredibly inactive, unorganized, and unfortunately, they're going to take a prize that I know other clans who worked very, very hard and are also very, very talented would love to have, or at least play the opportunity for. So I'm disappointed that TGS didn't play Vector for third place. I thought that was a letdown. At least to the community, to the fans, they could have seen another good game. Could have seen Orko versus Alistair and Lenshu 3 no grab and stuff like that. Would have been interesting. However, it is what it is. What I think would have been a lot better is if Tribe had beaten Vector. Had Tribe beat Vector, I know it came down to 7-7. When it comes down to 7-7, it's essentially luck based. But when Tribe and Vector went 7-7, had Tribe beat Vector, you would have had a closer Alpha versus Tribe match than you did Alpha versus Vector. Not just because I think that Tribe is better than Vector. I'm not necessarily saying that. But Tribe would have brought all their members, and they would have tried a lot harder. I'm going to go ahead and assume Alpha would have beat Tribe in a closer match and still advanced to the finals and would still be where we're at now. However, had Tribe beaten Vector, gone to the semis, lost in the semis, and then TGS still had lost to Clan No, you would have had TGS versus Tribe in the bronze match, which would have been very interesting. Two clashes of very different personalities, and I know that there's some hostility between the two clans. I feel like TGS would have been inspired to play a really vigorous match to make sure Tribe didn't get third place. Having done so, I still would have given the edge to TGS. However, it would have been really interesting. It would have been a fun match to watch, and someone would have earned third place better. And still, Tribe, who worked hard, would have had a fourth place showing, which would have been cool. That all being said, we now move over to the highlight of the hour, why anyone would be watching this video if they didn't already know the results. I know that the games happened a little earlier in the week, but wanted to release and record a video a little bit later once all the dust and smoke had cleared and settled. So without further ado, we had Alpha versus Clan No. So basically how this match sort of started was we had to break it up into multiple different rounds. After the first breakup, we went 3-3 with Clan No. That was using Earth TK V2 and Lenshu 3 no grab, I think were the two mods that were played. So Moi does an excellent job of taking care of Winver and Lenshu 3 no grab. It helps No out big time, whereas Blue Evil takes control of the match again by taking control in Earth TK V2. So we're at tie 3-3. Then I believe on the next date, we have I'm a Pirate, who goes on to play his matches and extends the score from 3-3 to 6-4. So he went 3-1 in his matches, which I assume were in Gray Keto and Sambo. So what we have left is a 6-4 split for the last day, which was going to be primarily myself and I think Oddlove as the two main components towards the last games. And we had Judo Fracture as the highlight, plus one Gray Keto and one Sambo, for a total of 5 more matches. Matches go pretty quickly. Alpha takes Judo Frac, and it becomes it becomes 7-4 game point. RAR then makes a comeback and brings it all the way back to 7-7. I think Oddlove DQ'd in the 3rd or 4th round in his Judo Fracture match, so that ends quickly. Followed by just a near miss loss in Sambo, I believe. Oddlove played Siku in. Siku lost his hand. Siku was about to DQ. Funny little turnover later, and at the one of the very last turns, Oddlove loses. Ultimately, it becomes 7-7, which is both exactly the position you want a Clan League to be in and absolutely not a position you want Clan League to be in, because it kind of makes it luck-based, because all of it becomes riding on one match, which nobody likes. Well, at least if you're really skilled, you should want to play your matches over as many games as possible so you can show that you're the best player. Excuse me. That being said, we go into the last match, which is Gray Keto. All of the momentum is going for Clan No. So No's obviously revved up, talking about esports, posting pictures, spamming. They're excited. They're trying to psych people out, etc. And Alpha is obviously on their last limb here. I mean, they just lost a bunch of games in a row that they could have ended Clan League and become Clan League champions at this point. But they hadn't. So we had to regroup. We had to talk it out. We had to figure out who we wanted to use for Gray Keto. Ultimately, we use myself, Dr. Hacks, for the last match against Siku, tied 7-7 Gray Keto. Siku goes for a typical sort of kick opener. Not as aggressive as a kick opener as it could have been, but a kick opener all the same. I open with the counter to the God Team Shovel, because I knew that a lot of cheeses were done in the past to carry Clan No pretty far. So I was figuring they would probably use a God Team Shovel, which is the one where you would contract your knees as well, kind of puts your shoulders in a safer position so that they can't be grabbed or DM'd. It's a very powerful opener, but the counter to that was taught to me, so I was using that as the counter. Obviously, it isn't quite as effective against a kick opener. Siku goes for the lift/suplex. I believe he drags me to the right. But whilst in the air, I did what most people should do when you're lifted into the air. Because when you're lifted into the air, that means the opponent's shoulders are wide open and exposed. So usually you want to go in for extending the pecs, raise the shoulders, contract the elbows, contract the wrists, really, really slam them with your knee. This just happens to be a really good knee attack, good way to get points, good way to get DMs, and more importantly, it drags you very close to the opponent, which makes suplexing very difficult, which is what I was at very much risk for happening to me. I was very much at risk for being thrown into the dojo. In the knee attack, just because of how Siku had set up his knee attack, or had set up his lift, his suplex, my, I believe, right knee takes out his left hip, dismembers, and Alpha wins by disqualification through the leg falling to the ground. 8-7. So that being said, the winners of Clan League 2014 is Alpha, 8-7. My home team, team I played for, and ultimately got the last match to settle Clan League 2014. So it's been a crazy experience. Moving forward, I want to just point out, first off, No did way better than anyone expected them to do. If they decide that they actually want to be serious about this next time, they could be another scary opponent. I think it's an eye-opener for a lot of people that you need to truly practice competitive play. Or else if you don't, and someone uses tactics that you're not very good to protect against, you will lose and you'll get kicked out of Clan League early. And like I said, this is a really good indicator of who the best clans are right now. If you're looking at it from that perspective, Alpha, No, TGS, Tribe, Vector, um, etc., etc. Those were the clans that I would really look at right now. Uh, those are some of the clans at least that I would really look at and consider. You have clans like Obey and stuff like that are consistently making it to the top 16. So if you yourself aren't a very elite level player, but you still want to join a good clan, you can use that as a gauge too. Um, However, I would also be wary because clans like Vector, Horde, and a bunch of other clans that you can look at that you might have thought or been interested in joining, if they lost their match because they didn't even play it, that might be a reason to be weary. Evolution did not really show up to the Evolution match against Clan No. I think only like 2 or 3 players showed up, and then it was like already 8 to something, and people were leaving and rage quit and stuff like that. Just goes to show that I wouldn't be joining Clan like Evolution right now. So be wary and understand how the scores came the way they are. But Clan League is awesome. Highly suggest next year, if you haven't ever been involved in a Clan League, check out Clan League. It's super fun. It's the most competitive environment you can get for Tory Bash so far. With Alpha winning Clan League 2014 this year, Alpha is the first and only clan to have won Clan League twice. Alpha won the Clan League in 2009, which I believe was the third Clan League, and now we've won this one, which I believe is like the 6th Clan League. I think it's like Spirit, Inquisition, Alpha, RAR, TGS, and then Alpha. So very cool, very historic. This means for Odd Love in particular, but also Tickix, these 2 players in particular legitimately have won Clan League and 2 times. The reason why I say legitimately is because one player, Siku, claims that he's won Clan League twice. However, this is a technicality, and it's silly because he certainly didn't earn winning Clan League twice. He was in Clan League, and he won legitimately with Clan RAR in the 4th Clan League. However, in the 5th Clan League, he was playing with Clan RAR again, and RAR got destroyed very early by Clan TGS. Suku then waited till the finals to join TGS, played like a match, and called himself a Clan League champion. You guys can call it whatever you want. I just think that's silly to ever think that he's a player that's won Clan League twice. He certainly doesn't play like it. Ultimately, however, Alpha's the first legitimate clan to win Clan League twice, and we have players who've legitimately participated in Clan League all the way through for 2 Clan League nows as winners, which is super cool. It was a huge handicap for Alpha to play without one of its absolute best members, Ti Cux, and we did it anyways. We did it. We won the finals without Ti Cux, which I think speaks a lot to Clan Alpha as a whole, that they were able to pull it together without one of their best players. I don't think a lot of elite level clans can say the same if they were missing out on one of their best players. I certainly know that a clan like Vector without Alistair is hardly Clan Vector. So, 2 sides to every coin, right? Regardless, it's a whole lot of fun. If I were looking for a clan right now, I would definitely be using these results as a consideration for which clan I picked and why. Moving forward, if you want to get involved in something like Clan League and you don't know how to prepare for it, really try to diversify all of the mods you different play. I wouldn't focus too much on one particular mod unless you know your back's going to be covered by a loyal member. That is to say that I really, really wasn't focusing on Lenshu 3 no grab because I knew I wasn't going to play a single game of Lenshu 3 no grab. So I wasn't practicing that at all. Or Lenshu 3 no grab like mod, so I wasn't practicing RKMMA. That being said, I knew I could possibly be a substitute for a TK-ish mod, so I was playing some TK. And I knew that I wanted to be ready for some Judo Fracture, so I dedicated my time to being the best Judo Fracture player I can be. How well I did from that point further is up for everyone else's speculation. I'm not really going to lose too much sleep over what you think about my Judo Frac ability. Regardless, what an awesome clan league. Alpha is the winner. Number 1, No, 2nd place. Vector, 3rd place. TGS, 4th place. Moving forward, I think TGS is still the 2nd best clan in Tory Bash. I think Alpha is the best clan in Tory Bash. I'm really interested to see how people move on and move forward with recruitment. Alpha just picked up one of its newest members, like maybe a day or two ago, Holotor or Hollow nowadays. Excellent player, friend of the family, awesome, awesome guy. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you are interested in Clan League or want to know more about any of the particular parts of clan recruitment or how to get better and ready for playing under pressure and stuff like that, maybe we can talk about that. Maybe they'll come up in another video. Lord knows my heart was racing 10,000 beats per minute when I was playing against Slycooper 7-7 in a mod that I'm not particularly known for doing well in. So it is what it is, and let's make sure we make Tory Bash take over.